projection, a square pyramid 30 base side and 50 long axis is resting on its apex on the horizontal plane such that its one slant edge is vertical and a triangular face through it is perpendicular to the vertical plane. Draw its projection. So first of all, it is given that your apex is on the horizontal plane. So we will draw the square pyramid upside down, right? Then we will draw the front view and top view. Then we will rotate the square pyramid such that your slant edge is vertical to the horizontal plane, right? So this will be the first two steps. Then we will make the triangular face vertical to the vertical plane. So this is your XY line. And this is your front view. So here you can't see the slant edges. So we are drawing it with the help of dash line. We are drawing in this way so that this line show the slant edge, right? If we have drawn like a square, then then there will be a 2 point. Then this edge would have showing the triangular face, right? So we are drawing the square in the shape of a diamond. Then we are making this slant edge vertical to the XY line. Then again I will draw the top view. So again I can't see the slant edges. Only the base of the pyramid will be visible. Okay, so this is your top view. Now we have to make a triangular face through it. Means this slant edge, there are two triangular faces like OAB or OB ODO, right? So either of the triangular face we have to make the perpendicular to the vertical plane, so that we will see in the top view this is your OAD and this is your OAB. Means this line is showing a triangular face and this is your showing the triangular face. So here we are making this line perpendicular to the XY line, and with respect to this line we are marking other points. Then we will draw the vertical lines from the top view and horizontal line from the front view. Then we will get the final front view of the solid. So here you can see from the front side you will be able to see the O, A and B. This triangular face you are able to see, right? Other than that, this edge is at the downward side. Okay, this triangular face OAC might be visual to you. So I am drawing the vertical and horizontal lines. Then I will get all these points, right? Then this face OAB will be visible, right? So this face is in the front side, right? And your face OBC is visible. As you can see, point C is falling this side of this triangular face OAB so that this face will be visible, right? And other two faces will not be visible. Then there is another problem. A cube of 50 mm long edge is placed on the horizontal plane on one corner that a body diagonal through this corner is perpendicular to the horizontal plane and parallel to the vertical plane. Though it's three view, means front view, side view, and top view. So as given in the question, your corner is on the horizontal plane. Means we have to make the square in the diamond shape, right? So this will be your top view, and this will be your front view, right? So if I see it from the front side, I can be able to see these two faces, A, B, 2, 1 and B, C, 3, 2, right? After that, the diagonal which is passing through the corner point which is on the ground means if I am assuming that the cube is resting on this corner point A1, then this diagonal will be perpendicular to the xy line, or as it is drawn here, like this diagonal means in this diagram we are going to make cube resting on the point 3. Okay, so this is the way I can rotate the cube so that your point 3 is on the HP and your diagonal passing through this point is vertical to the horizontal plane. After that, I will draw the top view of this diagram, top view of this solid. So if I see it from the top, I will be able to see this edge 1 dash A dash, this face that is ABCD, right? And the faces passing through this edge means 1 dash, 2 dash, B and A dash, and 1 dash, 4 dash, D dash and A dash. So this will be visible, and other parts we will draw with the help of a dash line. So after marking all these points, first I will draw this face with the help of a HB pencil, right, which are visible, and the other faces I will join with the help of a dash line, right? So this is how you can make the top view of this diagram. Then to draw the side view of this, I will draw a line at 45 degree. I will project the line from the here up to this line this line which is inclined at 45 degree. Then and from those point I will draw the vertical lines, and from the front view I will draw the horizontal line. So I will get the side view of the solid, right? See, I am marking the line here means I am seeing the solid from this side. If you see it from this side, this face 1, 2, 3, 4 will be visible, right? And and this face 1A, B2 and 1A, D4 will be visible. As you can see, this 1, 2, 3, 4 is visible and A, D, 4, 1 and A, B, 2, 1 is visible, right? And the other portion we will draw with the help of a dash line. Okay, so if you can imagine these portions that is drawn with the help of a continuous line is front side and this portion is on the back side. Then there is another question. A tetrahedron of 50 mm long edges is resting on the one edge on the HP, while a triangular face containing that edge is vertical and 45-degree inclined to the vertical plane. Draw its projection. So first of all, I will take the tetrahedron is standing on the horizontal plane. So I will draw these lines, right? It is a 60-degree angle because it is the sides are equal. Then I have to find the center point of this tetrahedron. So the center point will be at h by 3 distance from this line. If I draw a straight line from this point to this line, then from this line I will get the center point at a distance of h by 3. After marking the center point, I will join the center point with other two corners. So this will be your top view. After getting the top view, I will draw the vertical projection so that I will get the front view of the tetrahedron. Right? So as you can see, this height we don't know. To find out this height, or we don't have to find out, see in this diagram you can see your line OA is parallel to the XY line. Means in the front view we are going to get the true shape of this line OA, while these two lines OC and OB is inclined at XY line. So this line which is representing the OC and OB is having a length less than the true length of the slant edge, right? So after getting the point A, I will take the distance long 50 mm on the rounder and I will cut the arc on this vertical line so that I will get the apex point. After getting the apex point, okay, this is your front view of the tetrahedron. After getting the front view, I have to make one edge on the HP. So this is the edge B and C, which is, so this point is representing a edge, right? While the triangular face is containing that edge is vertical, means we have to make this line at 90 degree with the XY line. Okay, after marking this line at 90 degree, I can mark the point A with respect to this line and also the center point and also the center line of the tetrahedron. After it, I will draw the top view of this tetrahedron. So in the top view, I will be able to see the OA, right? And the face that is passing through this edge OA is nothing but the OBA and OB and OCA. So these two faces will be visible from the top view. Okay, so this is your top view. After getting the top view, in the question it is given that your triangular face is 45-degree inclined to the vertical plane. Which triangular face? That is containing that edge. Means OBC is inclined at 45-degree with vertical plane. So in the top view, we can see this line is representing the triangular face OBC. So we have to draw a line at 45-degree, and first we have to mark this line on that line that is inclined at 45-degree. After that, I will mark the point A with respect to this line. So after getting the final top view, I will draw the vertical lines from the top view and horizontal lines from the front view. So you can see in the top view, if I look at this diagram from the front side, I will be able to see the slant edge A1B, and of course the faces that is passing through this edge, that is OAB, right, will be visible from the front side, and your slant edge is that, and this triangular face A, C and B, it is also passing through the A and B. So this triangular face will be also be visible from the front side. Okay, so you can see here your triangular face O A B is marked with continuous solid line, and also the triangular face A, B and C is joined with the continuous HB line, right? So these two triangular faces are at the front side, if you can imagine it, and this slant edge is at the back side. So these two faces O, C and A is at the back side, and O, C, B is at the back side. So suppose, as we have seen in the planes, like the plane was suspended through the one of its corner point. Then we have used the concept of gravity. The similar way, if your solid is suspended from its like base or any corner point, then again we have to find out the center point of the center of gravity of the solid, and we have to mark the line, and we have to make the line from which it is suspended and the center of gravity on the vertical line, and with respect to that we have to draw the projections. So in the case of cylinder or prism, right, we will get the center of gravity h by 2 distance from the base, and if it is a cone or pyramid, we will get the center of gravity at h by 4 distance from the base. Okay, so here is the example, like a pentagonal pyramid, 30 mm base side and 60 mm long axis is fairly suspended from one corner of the base, so that the plane containing its axis remain parallel to the vertical plane. Draw its 3 view, means front view, side view and top view. So first of all, we will draw the pentagonal pyramid standing on the HP, right? And how to draw pentagon I have already discussed. So this is how you will get the front view and top view. Okay, and also how to find out the center point of this pentagon, that we have already discussed. So after that, I am suspending this pentagonal pyramid from one of its corner. If you see in the front view, this point is indicating the A dash, A point and B point, means this is representing a edge. This point is also representing the 2 points C and E, right? But if you see it at this point, it is representing a corner point D. Okay, so I will make this solid fully suspended from this point, and the center of gravity will be at h by 4 distance from this xy line. So the height of the axis is 60 mm. Then the center of gravity will be at 15 mm from the xy line or base. So I will mark the point D and center of gravity on the straight line. Then from that line I will mark all these other points, as I know the angles and distance of the all these points. So this is how your front view will be look like. After that, I will draw the vertical lines from the front view and horizontal line from the top view. So if you see it from the top view, you will be able to see the base of the pentagonal pyramid and the edge OD, and the faces passing through this edge, slant edge, is ODC and ODE. So these two faces will be visible. Okay, so after that I will draw the other two lines, that is OA and OB, with the help of a dash line. So this is your top view. Then I have to draw the side view of this solid. So again I will draw the straight line here, means I am looking at the solid from this side. So if you look at it from this side, the base of the solid will be hidden, while these slant edges, all these slant edges will be visible. So after marking all these points, right, all these slant edges will be visible. The only portion that is remaining is AB. So I will join AB with the help of a dash line. So here it is marked with the solid continuous line. That is wrong. It should be a hidden line, means dash line. So the next problem is given. So moving on the next problem, a hexagonal prism of a base side 30 mm long and axis 40 mm long is standing on the horizontal plane on its base with one base edge is parallel to the vertical plane. Okay, the tetrahedron is placed centrally on the top of it, means there is a two solids, one is a hexagonal prism and the second one is the tetrahedron. The base of the tetrahedron is a triangle formed by joining the alternating corners of the top of the prism. Draw the projection of the both of the solids. Project an auxiliary top view on AIP, means auxiliary inclined plane, 45-degree inclined to the horizontal plane, means there is a one plane that is inclined at 45 degree with horizontal plane. We have to project the top view through that plane. So basically it is asking that if your plane is 45-degree inclined with the horizontal plane, then what will be the top view of the solid? So this is your hexagon, as mentioned in the question. One of its base is parallel to the vertical plane, means this is how you have to draw the hexagon. Okay, after that I will draw the front view of the hexagonal prism. Now we have to draw the tetrahedron. So tetrahedron is placed centrally, means center point is same for the prism and the tetrahedron. and the points are that we have to join is the alternate corners of the top of the prism. If you see, the alternative points means either this point, this and this. These points are alternative corner points, or we can also join these 3 points. Okay. So this is how I am making the top view of the tetrahedron, and the center point we have already know. So this will be the top. So this will be the final top view. After that, I will draw the projectors so that I will get the front view of the tetrahedron. So in the previous problem, we have already discussed to how to draw the front view of the tetrahedron. So after getting the front view and top view, I will draw a auxiliary plane at 45 degree. Okay, then I will draw the vertical lines to this XY line from the top view of the hexagonal prism. After marking all these points, I will measure the distance of the points from the XY line in the top view, as we have seen in the projection of the planes. When we are getting the true shape of the planes, we are doing this process. The same process I am repeating here. So in this case, we are looking the solid at this side, right? So I am drawing a line at 45 degree, and I am marking the vertical lines from these points, right? As your solid is inclined at horizontal plane, means the distance of the points from the XY line that is representing the vertical plane, if you see it, if you are seeing the top view. Okay, so this distance will not change, right? So I am measuring those distances, and from the XY line I will mark all those points. Like it is a point A, and the distance of a point A, you can measure it from the here, so that you can able to mark this distance, right? The same way, this is a point C and E, so your point E is near to the vertical plane and your point C is away from the XY line. So this is your point E and this is your point C. So this is how you will get the all these points. If you see it from the here, right, so you will be able to see A and O, and the triangular faces passing through A and O, right? So that is the OAC and OAE. So this is your O, this is your A, this is your point E, and this is your point C. So all these will be made of a continuous HB pencil, right? Then if you see the prism, you will be able to see this edge, that is a A1, and the faces that is connecting to this edge is AB21 and AF61. So here you can see this is your A, this is your 1, okay. So and the faces connecting to that OB21 and OF A16F is marked with the solid line, right? After marking that, the lines which are remaining, we have to join it with the help of a dash line. Like this is your E is connected with the D. So ED is made with the help of a dash line. Then the same way D and C. And if you see it from the top view, your tetrahedron having a base edge EC. So we have to mark this EC with the help of a dash line. So this is your final top view of the. So thank you very much. Your projection of the solid part is completed now, and the next video lecture we are going to see this section of the solids.